Jake is a very happy and friendly 10-year-old boy who has a friend named Lucy who is very serious and unfriendly. He goes to trick on training on Halloween every year with her. Lucy goes to Jake's house and he excitedly greets her. Then his mother goes outside and takes a picture of Jake and Lucy. Like and chill, Jake is very excited and smiles for the picture. Like Lucy and Jake normally do one Halloween, the good root train. However, Lucy never liked sweets very much or going house to house asking for candy. Jake offers Lucy and candy and she rejects it, but Jake still puts the candy in her basket. He then opens some candy and Lucy with smile grabs the candy that Jake put in her basket and they enjoy treat together. When Lucy opens the candy, she realizes that it has message on the wrapper that say you found me. On Jake's candy wrappers it say for about the dentist and my delicious.
Jake and Lucy continue trick-or-treating door to door. In the first house, a woman answers the door to see Jake and Lucy in the costumes. She puts two candy in Jake's basket, but he knocks to Lucy. Jake introduces her to her friends and the woman just turns around and goes back inside her house. He rings the bell at the second house. Jake and Lucy run to the party and woman comes out with an alloy, notices the disaster in the house, and goes back inside without giving sweets to Jake and Lucy. Jake and Lucy keep going to every house, ringing the doorbell to ask for candy. Everyone is giving sweets to Jake but not Lucy. Sitting on one side where she calls the entire village, Jake realizes that not one gave Lucy and candy. He makes Jake sad.
They return to Jake's house, and he runs into his parents, who are talking to the doctor. Jake looks curiously at the medical report they are discussing. His mother desperately tries to get the medical report away. While he is running, Jake realizes that the diagnosis says he has imaginary friends. Jake is sad, and his mother shows him the photo she took of him and Lucy before they went trick-or-treating. Jake realizes Lucy was not in that photo. There was no one else in the photo except him. Jake promised Lucy was with him when he took the picture that evening. Jake desperately tries to show them that Lucy is standing there, but his mother does not believe him. Only Lucy sees what's happening. Lucy and Jake sit in front of a forest, waiting to make sure that Lucy is real. Jake pokes her face. This annoys Lucy, so she asks him to stop doing that. After, Lucy gets up, goes to the fence, and asks Jake to go to that broke part of the fence. He realizes that on the fence there's a sign that says danger. Lucy crawls through the fence, turns around, and enters the forest. Jake desperately runs after Lucy and begins to follow her. What they do not realize is that there's a sign lying on the floor that says traps. Jake runs behind Lucy and sees that the traps are closing as he goes by. Suddenly, he sees a white light, and he runs into Lucy sitting in the tree and sits next to her to surprise and confuse her. Lucy, while eating a candy, offers one to Jake. Jake eats the candy and realizes that the wrapper says, I found you. And the wrapper of Lucy's candy says, You found me. They happily eat the candy together. And with the help of the police, Jake's parents desperately look for him in the forest and eventually find him, sitting in the tree next to Lucy. The people realize that Lucy is a corpse. The woman reads the report of lost children and realizes that Lucy is on that list.